Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk to you about my club life in Japan, and as you can probably tell by the thumbnail, I don't mean this, but this. Yeah, so basically I've joined the Kendo club at my Japanese university, and I've only joined about 2 months ago, even though I've been here for a year. I joined another circle first and then I joined my club. But I'm so glad that I did because it's such a unique experience. So today I thought I'd tell you a little bit about it, and I'll show you a few clips later on from our practice as well, because it's insane. Like, I'm not talking about myself, like I'm rubbish, but they are insane. Like, the skill level is just, they're savage. But yeah, before we get to that, just wanted to say a little bit in general about Japanese clubs. So it's quite customary to join a club in Japan from high school really, or even middle school. And that kind of continues all the way through to university. And there are different kinds of circles and clubs, and the difference is that a circle normally meets about once a week and it's a bit more chilled, whereas a club meets 3 to 4 times a week, and the training is pretty intense. I mean, for me it's pretty intense. I think everyone else gets used to it because they've been doing it since middle school really. But it's intense for me, and I would guess for a lot of foreigners first coming to Japan as well. So yeah, clubs in the majority are sports clubs, and there's just like a lot of them. Like, there's a club for everything. But since I'm in Japan, I've decided that I wanted to do something that is very typically Japanese. So I was looking into that, and I found the Kendo club, and I've always had a fascination with it. I always thought it was really cool. So I went there for like kengaku, for kind of just getting a feel of it and just watching them practice. And the reason I joined is because I saw them practice and it just wasn't me at all. It wasn't something that I would normally go for. It's way too cool for me, and that's the reason why I did it, because I wanted to challenge myself. And yeah, so I did. So what is Kendo? I haven't told you that yet. What is Kendo, in case you don't know? It's one of Japan's martial arts, and it's basically you use like like a bamboo sword, bamboo stick, but really it's more of a sword, the shinai, and you bash each other with it basically. You try to score points by hitting your opponent on the mask, the glove, like you have something around your midsection, or here on your throat. So yeah, that sounds fun, doesn't it? No, I've been rambling on. I'm gonna show you the clips in a minute, because you get to see what it's actually like. Just me talking won't give you any kind of picture. Yes, Japan is a country that has a lot of traditions and morals and rules. So that all is kind of combined in martial arts especially. And so you have a lot of things that you do in the course of your training that also train not only your physical ability, but also kind of your mental ability to show respect as well. So one of the things that I've learned during the training was also just to be very thankful and grateful for the people that took time out of their training to train me, because we don't have a teacher, they do it all themselves. And yeah, I will stop rambling now. I'll just show you some clips and I'll run you through our training. So here you go. So this is before training has even started. As you can see, we're just putting on our dogu, our kendo gear, and just taking the chance to also chat a little bit and catch up. And it's always really quite a fun time.
びっくりした。了解。
After that, everyone is kind of just doing their own thing until our bujo calls and starts the training. As you can see, we're kind of all just coming together in a circle here, and our club chef just tells us what kind of training we'll be doing this day and anything else that's important really on the day. Now we're moving on to lining up, as you can see, and this is also in ranking, so I'm the newest member and I'm also the most inexperienced, so I'm right at the end. So that was our bicho calling mukso, which is like a short meditation in which you focus on what you want to improve in your training on that day. Yeah, the next step is us paying our respects, as you can see. Next, what you can see here is just us doing some light warm-up to get ready for training. This is also something that's integrated into our training every week, but the form kind of varies, so this time we all did it facing forward in a group. Next, we all put on our masks, or men. But wait, let me show you this properly. So the first step is just to put on the men tenogui. As you can see, it's this cloth thing that you put on your head. And a teammate, a club member, was friendly enough to record this for me after practice. This is not during practice. So yeah, then the next thing is just to take your mask and we put it on like this, and you need to make sure that it's very tight, which is why you pull the strings and make sure that it sits correctly, because otherwise it can be quite dangerous. And yeah, you can see here I'm still struggling with tying the rope at the back of my head because I'm still quite slow. But yeah, that's basically the process, and then I just tuck in the last things, my mintenugui, and I see that all the strings are correct. And that's it. I put on my gloves, kote, and that was my teammate. Yeah, so this is basically then what training looks like after we have put on our men. And you can see me in the white right at the back, and that's because I'm not good enough yet to train with everybody else. So some of my club members just take time out of their training and are kind enough to train me separately. On this particular day, our club captain decided that we would do some renshu so like practice competition, and we were separated into 2 teams and everyone participated and fought each other basically, except for me because I'm not good enough for that yet. And this is how our training hall, our dojo looks like. We share it with the aikido-bu and the karate-bu. And yeah, let me show you how the practice competition looked like. And lastly, before we end our training, we do kirikaeshi, as you can see here. So yeah, this is my club life in Japan, and I'm so glad that I joined this club. Everyone was just so supportive, and because I started from zero, they had to teach me everything, and literally every single club member took time out of their training and taught me something. And I do think that I learned a lot, and it was definitely something that I couldn't have experienced in this form in Germany. And even more than that, I just made some really good friends, and yeah, I'm really grateful and thankful for this experience, and I hope that you enjoyed watching it. Let me know what you think, and I see you in the next video.